Hello, friends. This is Little Stuart, a field mouse that was given to me by a friend who found him. As you can see, I'm using a paintbrush to help him eat. Syringes and bottles. Yeah, they're like totally no bueno for a mouse at this stage or even younger. And I also like to test the milk on my wrist, just like you would for a baby prior to feeding. Don't want it to be too hot or too cold. And speaking of too cold, it's always good to have a heat pad nearby or underneath them. So if they start to chill, you can put them on there. You never ever want to feed a cold mouse. That causes them to go in the night forever, and we don't want that. So another good thing to have around you when you're feeding is a Q-tip, maybe a couple. One to stimulate their bellies to help with digestion when you're done feeding, and another damp one to help them go potty because they cannot go potty on their own for a while. So yeah, we do this for about 2 to 3 weeks until they're weaned. I can do another video on how to wean.
Feed times can
Hello,
really
friends.
vary
This
depending
is Little
on
Stuart,
what stage
a
they're
field
at.
mouse
Right
that
now,
was given
Stuart,
to me
I'm
by a
feeding
friend
him
who
every
found him.
4 to 6 hours.
As you can see, I'm using
but a younger
paintbrush
mouse might require you to feed them every
him
2
eat.
hours. So
Syringes
just
and
make sure
bottles.
that if you
Yeah, they're like
take
totally
on
no bueno
one of these
for
little
a
guys
mouse
that you
at this
have
stage
the
or even
ability
younger.
to care for them.
And I also like
gotta
to
wake up
test
even
the
if it's
milk
in the
on my
middle of the
wrist,
night.
just like you would for a
And
baby
it
prior to
requires some
feeding.
patience.
Don't want it to
They
be
don't
too hot or
necessarily
too cold.
know
And
how
speaking
to
of too cold,
eat
it's
off
always
of a
good
paintbrush,
to
and that's
have
something that you
a
have to
heat pad
spend
nearby
some time doing.
or
And
underneath
feedings
them.
tend to
So if
be
they start to
anywhere
chill, you
from
can put them on
5
there.
to 15
You
minutes,
never
depending
ever
on
want to
how
feed
hyped up
mouse.
he is or interested he is in
that
feeding.
causes them to go in the night
He's
forever,
getting more
and we
curious,
don't want that.
so he wants to eat a little
another
bit.
good
and,
thing to have
be
around
spunky,
you
run
when
around,
you're feeding
and
is a
check things
Q-tip,
out, and
maybe
then
a
come
couple.
back to
One
his
to
food. So
stimulate
those feed
their
times are taking
bellies
a little bit longer
to help
these
with
days.
digestion.
Anyways,
When
okay,
you're done feeding.
now I'm
And
done. So
another
again,
damp
have
one
a lovely
to help
day,
them go
and
potty.
I
because
will
they
make
cannot go
another
potty on their
video
own
soon
for a
if
while.
you guys are interested in it.
So yeah, we do this for about 2 to 3 weeks until they're weaned. I can do another video on how to wean.